This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight, feeling good.
I'm Mabel, I'm 25.
You do quite this
Mr.
easily.
Johnson.
Bloody rapscallions!
You stop right there!
Today, Boris Johnson's constituency.
Don't you even mention that name in front of me, that filthy piece of toe rag.
Your thoughts of Boris Johnson's death?
Death?
Died an hour ago.
I don't know about it.
What shampoo do I use? Mark, I honestly don't know what shampoo I use. It's the same stuff that I use for all sort of cleaning purposes, and it's blue. That's all I know, it's blue.
I've also eaten vegan sausage rolls. Have you eaten a vegan
I've not,
sausage?
but it's meant to be a monster hit for that bakery chain, isn't it?
They're not bad.
Absolutely.
They're not bad.
Ping pong was invented on the dining tables of England, ladies and gentlemen, in the 19th century. It was called whiff-waff. And there, I think you have the essential difference between us and the rest of the world. Other nations, the French, looked at a dining table and saw an opportunity to have dinner. We looked at a dining table and saw an opportunity to play whiff-waff.
Does Brexit make my passport expire? No. But it does mean that you are entitled to a beautiful new blue passport.
He's never used a food bank. He's never been to a food bank.
Right, actually, I started...
Whoa. Hang on a second. What I want to do...
You should take that
Boris,
back, old boy. Take it back.
No, well, why don't you just sort this out? Hang on a second.
Why don't you take it back?
I just want to hear...
Take it back. You just pointed in my face.
I want to hear from... Let's hear from Jeremy Corbyn. This is what he had to say about that nuclear deterrent.
I like to paint, or I make things. I like to...
What do you make?
I have a thing where I make models of... when I was in London, mayor of London, we built a beautiful... I make buses.
I was pleased to see that you've called me a blonde-haired mop in the pages of the... a mop is what I am. Well, if I'm a mop, then you are a broom.
Any moment now we'll be celebrating with the fly past of the National Police Air Service, so we'll just wait a moment on them.
We're now seeing, and I'm afraid all the evidence is that President Putin is indeed...
My God, spot that, lying.
I was today years old when I found out.
Boris de Pfeffel Johnson is born in New York. His earliest recorded ambition is to become world king.
I sometimes succumb to flapjacks.
That's a fairly large
It's a terrible confession, but I do. I've read a lot of nonsense recently about how my own bout of COVID has somehow robbed me of my mojo. And of course, this is self-evident drivel.
That has a vision of an open, our opponents flirt with a foreign policy of neutrality and prepare for a run on the ground.
Boris, job
Some people say we've spent too much time talking about Jeremy Corbyn's past. You may not have heard me say that. So some people say we've spent too much time talking about Jeremy Corbyn's
Good job.
past.
That was done. Thank you. Good stuff.
Get out! Jump! Get out!
Stupid stuff.
do I use? Well, Mark, I honestly don't know what shampoo I use. It's the same stuff that I use for all sort of cleaning purposes, and it's blue. That's all I know. It's blue. But it comes in a sort of tube. You know.
I saw something.
Yeah, I saw him too. The clown.
What needs to happen is there needs to be a change of policy.
Oh no. See you later.
Sorry, Prime Minister. Just Prime Minister. Prime Minister. Prime Minister. Can you just sit down?
I had a very common underlying condition. My friends, I was too fat. And I've since lost 26 pounds, and you can imagine that in bags of sugar. Konnichiwa, watashi no namae wa Boris Johnson, London Shishu des. What I've been doing is I've been eating less carbs, avoiding chocolate, no more late night cheese.
It is not going to happen. It is more likely that, as I say, I will be reincarnated as an olive, or knocked in a disused fridge, or decapitated by a flying frisbee. I tell you what it would be. Symbolically, the E would be a lobster. I'll tell you why it would be a lobster. Because the EU, by the very way it works, encourages its participating members to order the lobster. So that's what the EU would be. It would be a gigantic lobster with a butter sauce or something like that. I was pretty incredulous the other day when I found out I couldn't actually get a Thai curry to deliver to number 10 because of the security problems. The security there that was too tight. We take out our onions and we pretend to mourn the passing of the greengrocers and the haberdashers. But in our treacherous hearts, we love the convenience of the one-stop shop. I can't comment on that.
What's your favourite band?
Look, this is either the Clash or it's the Rolling Stones, and mainly I listen to the Rolling Stones nowadays. So you can make of that what you will.
Just got Snapchat. Time for a pot noodle and a wank. Streaks.
Lovely day, 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 lovely day.
I did tell a bit of a lie there. I was on the spot. I just said it and I had to go along with it, but I didn't blink like no one knew. It was convincing.
With contact tracing, through NHS Test and Trace.
And my friends, we export French knickers to France. French knickers made in this country.
After you took the mick out of Putin at the G7 for posing topless, I regret to inform you he has hit back. He said that if you did the same, it would be a disgusting sight, and Western leaders should stop abusing alcohol and other bad habits, do physical exercise and take part in sports. One, are you going to take that? Would you like to respond? And secondly, Do you really think it's wise to pick a war of words with a man your own government calls a lunatic with a very large nuclear arsenal?
They have no
They don't
questions
want to scrutinise.
put to you.
Are you saying they're abdicating their duty to scrutinise me? Are you saying they haven't the guts to put questions to me?
What
Great
is it?
supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies. Can I have the next slide, please? Can I have the next slide, please? Can we have the next slide, please? Can I have the next slide, please? Next slide, please. When they watch Gangnam Style on their televisions in Korea, as they do. And by Gangnam Style is very good. The Prime Minister and I danced Gangnam Style the other day. You'll be shocked to discover.